The three principles of success: duplication, consistent effort, and time. These are the only three things you truly have to master to be successful at the highest level within this business. Matter of fact, for those that master these three principles, they ultimately end up becoming the top 1%, the top 1% income earners in this industry everywhere around the world. It's consistent. It doesn't matter what company it is, it doesn't matter what part of the world you live in, it is consistent across the board. So we're going to get into these three principles right away. Let's first talk about duplication. Duplication is literally the backbone to our business. It's the reason for the success of all the great franchises. If you buy a McDonald's franchise today, you don't have to guess how to do a thing. They teach you every single component of how to run that business. There is zero guesswork. So now what happens is when a customer comes into a McDonald's anywhere around the world, there's consistency in their product. A Big Mac is a Big Mac is a Big Mac. It could be Beijing, it could be Paris, it could be New York City. It doesn't matter. It's a consistent delivery of product, and that's what McDonald's wants. Well, our business is the same way. If you truly want to be a top income earner, a top 1% income earner, then what you need is the ability for a team to expand all around your country, or if your opportunity is all around the world, you need it to be able to expand all around the world. And there's that continuity, if you will, that consistency of how we build this business, of what we do, how we do it, and why we do it, no matter where they plug in. Because if it's always about you, you'll never build a big team. You don't have time to be in touch with thousands of people every single day. So you need an opportunity where duplication is taking place. Matter of fact, perfect duplication is what we're shooting for. We know we never get to perfection because it doesn't really exist, but we're trying to get as close as we can to it. Now, we're going to duplicate a system. In our case, our system is the action plan for success in the 4-step success system. The second principle is consistent effort. The reason for consistency is it's the only way to develop continuity. People need to see things over and over and over again exactly the same. Repetition is the mother of skill. You've probably heard that before. It's the way that we learn, through repetition. The more we see things, the more we do things, as we do them over and over and over again, we start to alter for the minor mistakes that we make. We correct through learning through our mistakes, and as we continue to do these and we make these corrections, over time, through that consistent effort, we start to get very, very good at what we do. And that is our third principle, which is time. It just takes time. It's going to take some people 5 times or 10 times or 20 times of doing something, and by then they start to get good. Some of them need 10 or 20 more times before they get great. Some need over 100 times before they get outstanding, and that's the key. Duplicate the system, do it consistently, and do it over time. Now, let me give you a hypothetical scenario to show you exactly how that applies in our business with our model. Let's say that you're going to start your business, and you're going to start your business in the very first month. In the first month, month number 1, you've got yourself, so you're starting, and let's say that this is the system. The system is that you're going to work the business 1 night a week, every single week. And every single week, there's one business overview, a presentation taking place that you can bring somebody to. So you bring one person to this overview every single week. So that's 4 prospects that you're bringing, 4 prospects during the course of the month. Well, let's say that you get one of the 4 that say, yes, I want to join the business. So that means you've got 1 person in the business. So now you've started, you've got 2. You plus your first new person. Now we're getting ready to start the second month. Well, guess what we have to do? We have to teach this first person our duplicatable system, which in this case, that system is to bring 1 person every single week to the business presentation so they can evaluate the business. But here's where principle number 2 kicks in. Remember on the previous video we talked about leadership and congruency of leadership? This is where consistent effort kicks in as well, the second principle. You got to bring those together. That person number 1 right there, they need to see you doing exactly what you're asking them to do. So you're being congruent in your leadership. Plus, 1 person is not enough to build a team. You need more people personally as well. So you start the new month with 2 of you, each of you bring in 1 person every week. That's 4 prospects apiece. Each of you sign up 1 new prospect, so now you've got 4 people. Well, guess what we got to do? Starting month 3, we've got to train these 2 new people, our brand new 2 affiliates. We've got to train them how to duplicate the system. And that system is to bring a brand new person every single week. So we start off month 3. There's 4 now on your team, you plus the original 3 you got on your team. Now, the 4 people, yourself included, you all have to lead by example, congruency and leadership. You've got to continue to put a consistent effort in. That means you need to bring a brand new person every single week. It's only 1 person a week. Everybody can do this. So now throughout the month, we each bring 1 person a week, but we each sign up 1 during the month. So 4 new people on our team. So now we've got 8 people on our team. We start our 4th month here. We start with 8. We take our original 4, teach them the duplicatable system. The 8 of us lead by example. We each get 1 new person to become an affiliate. Now we've got 16 people on our team. Here's an important part, because month 3 and month 4 is where about 90% of the people quit, right in there. The reason is they look at this and they say, I've been working on this business for 3 to 4 months, every single week. And depending on how your compensation plan is built, you might have made your money back. You might still be a little deficient, or maybe you've made a little money. But if you equate that to the amount of time you've put in, it seems like a big loss. Because see, most people do not understand the power of compounding. Most people truly do not understand our model. But for those that do, they know that third principle is critical. Matter of fact, you can have principle 1 and 2. You can do them better than anybody's ever done them in the history of this business before. But without principle number 3, it doesn't matter. 1 and 2 don't mean a thing without number 3. And number 3 is time. Because you see, if you take the same example down through month 10, 11, and 12, what you'll find out is by continuing to teach all the new people to duplicate the system, the original team continued to lead by example with consistent effort, principle number 2, what happens in month 10, you've got 1,024 people on your team. In month 11, you've got 2,048, and in month 12, you've got 4,096. So look at this. Over 4,000 people on your team. All you've done from day 1 is bring 1 person a week to the meeting. You've sponsored 1 a month, and you've taught them to do the exact same thing. Now, interesting thing, look at this. The last 3 months and your first 3 months, those both equal 1/4 of your year. You're doing the exact same amount of work. But when you've got a team that's got 8 people on it versus a team of 4,000, who do you think's making more money? Same amount of work, but look at the difference in results. That's the power of compounding. That's the power of principle number 3, the power of time. With consistent effort, properly duplicating the system. Now here's another thing that's pretty interesting. In this 1/4 of the year, which is the same quarter of this year, because of time, what happened, 75% of your results came in the last 25% of your year. But see now what happens when you look back up here? You see when so many people quit early on? Because they don't have the vision, they don't have the foresight or the understanding to realize that what looks like lack of success, to some even looks like failure. A lot of times people's family or friends are telling them, you've been doing this for 3 or 4 months. You haven't made any money. That business doesn't work. It's failing. What's wrong with you? You're crazy. You're investing all this time. You're inviting your family, your friends, your business associates. You're not even making any money. See, because it's home-based business, they think it's something different. The average franchise takes 3 to 5 years just to break even. And we're talking 3 to 4 months? Come on, this is real business. Duplicate the system, do it consistently, and do it over time. If you do those 3 principles, there's absolutely no way that you can fail in this business. But it all starts back here with you starting to bring people, expose them to the business. You have to approach them, you have to have them evaluate the information, either have them sign in as an affiliate, or if they have questions, get those questions validated and answered, and then have them join. And then you teach them to do exactly what you did. That's how we do this business, but you got to do it week 1, 2, 3, 4. Next month, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next month, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next month, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've got to do that for 12 to 24 months to lay your foundation. This absolutely works. It's worked for me. It's worked for my coaches and mentors. It's worked for every one of my top income earners that have been $100,000 a year earners, $1 million a year earners, few that have earned a few $1 million a year. So this works if you work it, but you have to make a commitment to it. You have to learn the system. You have to duplicate the system. That's our action plan for success and our 4-step success system. 3 quick steps: duplication, consistent effort, and time. Master those 3, and you're on your way to the top 1%.